Hi, my name is Therese Keohane and I'm the business unit lead for the Fastnet the Talent Group technical team. Today I'm here with my colleague Deirdre Duboy and we're going to have a chat about the engineering market as part of Engineers Week. So to start us off, Deirdre, do you want to let us know a little bit about your role and the kind of clients that we work with?
Sure. So yeah, I've been working with Fastnet, the talent group, since 2014, and my current role is as talent consultant, specialising in quality and engineering. So in terms of clients, yeah, so Fastnet is very lucky to be working with market leaders, predominantly in the life science sector. Biopharma, med device and pharmaceutical is the main space that we work in. In terms of roles that I would support, so the engineering roles could go from anything from process engineers to instrumentation, validation, automation and project engineers, so wide variety.
You have a busy desk, so.
I do, indeed.
And when we work with such highly regulated clients, I know there's always a really niche skill set that they're looking for. Can hiring managers flex a little bit on this for the right cultural fit, or, you know, is the technical piece the main point they're looking for?
Well, essentially every job spec would come with a skill set, and obviously that's crucial to any role. But equally as important would be the right cultural fit. So like a candidate could, you know, knock it out of the park when it comes to their technical ability and skills, but if they don't have the right cultural fit for that particular client, the long-term sustainability, you know, might not be there. So we've seen, you know, in the last few years, more and more of our clients are moving to the psychometric testing as part of their process, which essentially is a personality test to ensure cultural fit for their company.
Yeah, and I guess touching on culture, there's more and more of an emphasis for diversity and inclusion within our clients. That being said, you know, it's hard not to notice that engineering has traditionally been a very masculine area. Have you seen any changes in that area?
Oh, definitely. Oh, there's for sure. You see more and more women applying all the time, which is just fantastic to see. So what would have been traditionally kind of deemed as a male role is now something that females are definitely looking at. And I suppose this is down to, you know, the STEM initiatives that have, you know, proved to be really successful, and also organizations like Engineers Ireland getting involved and promoting those initiatives, you know, in kids as early as primary school years. So it's really positive.
Yeah, there's definitely advances being made, but I think even our clients would notice that operations, manufacturing, engineering, those areas, there still is quite a large gender gap. Last year there was a survey done and 15% of men in Ireland are in STEM, whereas there's only 7% of women. So there still is quite a large gap there. But, you know, it's sometimes the smallest of changes can have the biggest reward. So one of our clients last year had a project where they used a new software system to analyze their job specs. And the result came back that the language that they were using was actually really masculine. So the idea there was that perhaps that was deterring some female applicants. Once they adapted the language, they saw an increase from 32% to 54% within the engineering area. So it's funny how just the smallest changes can have a big impact with hiring. And equally, I suppose there's only going to be more female engineers if they're coming out of the graduate programs and out of colleges. So since 2011, there's been a 94% increase of female engineering graduates. So, you know, the future's looking bright, still more work to be done though.
Those stats are great.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, just thinking about the graduates, if I was a graduate engineer coming to you at Fastnet, what advice would you give me as to why I should go into engineering?
Oh, there's so many reasons. I suppose first and foremost, you're working with like market leaders globally. You know, they're kind of on the cutting edge of medical breakthroughs that are having such positive impacts on thousands of people across the world. In Ireland, we're lucky enough to have like state-of-the-art facilities where, you know, you're an engineer on the ground, like experiencing these, you know, scientific breakthroughs. So that's just like so exciting. We've also seen lots of our candidates take time out to travel. And they've been, an awful lot of them have been really, really lucky to secure a role in industry while they're traveling. And that's pure testament to like the invaluable and progressive experience that they've gained here at home in Ireland, where, you know, those global companies have invested heavily into our economy, which is fantastic. And then I'd also say it can be very lucrative as well.
It's one of the main questions engineers ask.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
First question.
So while we're all very glad to put 2020 behind us, the effects of the pandemic are still being felt. But I guess in some ways in recruitment, there have been some positive changes. What changes are you glad that happened and that hopefully will stay?
Well, I suppose, first of all, yes, I agree with you, an extraordinary year. But it has seen a lot of changes in the industry. We were lucky in that our clients weren't impacted too much. In fact, if anything, there was a surge in recruitment around real crucial areas, you know, around the vaccines, the PPE, etc. We noticed on a positive note that a lot of the hiring processes were definitely shorter. Again, that was just due to meeting the critical demands of the crisis. And then one very big positive to come out of it is the whole new phenomena around working from home. I think a lot of people are finding that really positive, and really helping in the whole work-life balance.
Absolutely. Yeah, like last year, I think, well, things slowed down a little bit at certain stages. Sorry, you know, there was a little bit of uncertainty, but Q1 2021 has been really, really busy. So long may it continue
I
for
know.
the rest of the year.